Buenos dias. Poquito. All right. Sales numbers today are $584,188. We have 17 days left, or 77% of the month left. Okay. Things we got going on. Our hot is 55. Needs to go to SYS 170. Let Kenny know as soon as that's ready for the sample. What's going on with Honeywell 12? What's going on at 69? Starting it up? Okay. All right. And then 63. Somebody put in the wrong work order and put it in for 64, not 63. So that's why we didn't work on that this morning. So. Okay. All right. So I want to make sure we get that.
On the big side, we've got Jimmy Quest 35 needs to go to class 48. We need to get those run off while Phil trans out. Pat, did you hear back from them on when we'll get Phil 37 back yet? Okay. Quest 36, the sample. I know Kenny's working on that. 3040 to get that restarted, Jimmy. Okay. And then Quest 1 needs to go to Phil 21, and 22 needs to go to SYS 131. Those are what I got.
Okay. Hey, Taylor. We are going to put a time limit.
All right. Well, I'm not going to talk too much because I didn't go hunting good stuff or bad stuff so much today. I want to mix it up a little bit, just kind of take pictures, and they're all offices. So I know we talked about the floor a lot, we picked on these guys a lot, but I thought we'd kind of flip the script a little bit and pick on ourselves. So we'll start with me. This is my office, and obviously that's unacceptable. I think we kind of a running theme that happens in our lives. We mean to get to things, but then we just don't. And there's a perfect example, and like we've been talking about a lot, before you start pointing fingers at other people. So,
all right, that goes back to the concept that we don't need to buy 30 days worth of product if it's going to take us 60 days to get to it. So we don't want to buy extra before we get it.
And Robert need to communicate better on that. It's a big piece to that. So then we just go to the offices. The rest of these, you'll see good things, you'll see bad things. This is Vlad's office up in the BMM CMM room. This is Jason's office. Again, good things, the desk, bad things, the boxes, the clutter. This is Brian's office. You can see again, a working office, not bad. This is Pat's office. So again, some clutter, some trash, but good and bad. This is the new guy, Bob's new office, so welcome to the company, Bob. Your office is a mess. I can't remember the office. Stody. Okay, that's Stody. I just kind of took randomly. There's Bob. He got a lot of boxes in there. I don't think they're all from, I think some of those are recent. Julie's office. One of the things I want to say about this is, and I think she talked about it a while ago, this effort to go paperless, she's right now got that one cabinet in there. She used to have, I think, 3 filing cabinets in there, so good improvement there. This is the maintenance office up front. A fair amount of clutter. This is Leslie's office. Not bad. And this is Joe Blaze's office upstairs, so you can see it's pretty clean. When he left, didn't leave a lot of clutter around, and there's my lovely office.
Very good. Thank you, Taylor. Good job. All right. Obviously, all of us have something we can work on those. We also, obviously, Taylor brought up Bob. Bob's over here in the purple shirt. Bob Acerano. Did I say that right? All right. I got it right for once. So Bob's our new quality engineer, so he inherited that mess. So we're working with him to get rid of it. So when you get a chance, say hi to Bob. All right, and that was Cheryl's suggestion yesterday to introduce the new people on the meeting, and I gave Bob one day to get used to what we're doing here before I did that. So, all right, just to go through the other suggestions we had today, we had a suggestion on Quest 7. And I think it's important we get to it pretty quick, is that the material handlers keep changing out the plugs from 20 amp to 30 amp, so they're constantly wasting time, so we need to move that up, get some of that done. And also about making only the enough labels, not over-processing our labels, for overproduction, on our labels, where we make 30 labels and the job's going to be done in like 15. Or each shift somebody comes in and makes 5 more. By the end of the shift, by the end of the run, we have 30 labels left over, so we're wasting money and time. So we got to look at how we can handle some of that. Kaizen events. We got Taylor had one this morning. We have one this afternoon, the material staging. Then tomorrow morning I have one for setup production inventory items. Marty Johnson, where's Marty? We still need a date on where we're at on the mezzanine. There's no date on these, so we need to decide where we're at on that one. Can you get with me? And just for the lean bathroom, we're moving this to Friday because some of the products haven't showed up, so we're going to move it for Friday, okay? And then Tom Cruz got his on 428 for his quality documents. Okay, so make sure you check the dates. I'll put them all back up there so we have them all. Some improvements we have going on. If anyone's noticed the sample cart that Ken and Jason have worked with is the top pictures and all the junk that was on it and didn't have a location, a home, or even an information on where it goes. Kenny went and cleaned it all up, labeled it, put the foam on there so we don't put more junk on top, right? Yeah. Where's Ken? Yep. So then if we have something we need, we can make a spot for it, we cut it in, and we put it there. So good job, Ken. Looks a lot better. Thank you. Also, we have files, employee files, as you can see, the way they were on the top before, and obviously you can see on the bottom, it's a lot more organized. I'm sure it's a lot easier to look into and look up, so we're not wasting more time to get to that. So Karen and Alma went and did all that, so we need to give them a hand and make it a lot easier. So, okay. Also, we have small monitors up by the employee door going outside my office that they do work, but we replaced them with touch screens. So if anyone needs a monitor, you have a day to grab one. Otherwise, they're going in the garbage, or they're going to recycling, okay? Also, if you want a file folder that's been here for 15 years, at home or anywhere else, if you want one, take it. There's some drafting vellum that's here if anyone wants it, some other paper. All of it's going in the garbage by the end of today. So if you want it, grab it. We're bringing the stuff down here that we're going to get rid of. Alright, obviously you got a big box today, didn't you? Yeah, because I found probably 2 years worth of supply of staples and all the files and everything else upstairs. So again, a waste of stuff that we bought whenever we knew we had. A great example, yesterday we was talking about packaging. A great example of this is the packaging of Apple products. Recently, I bought another iMac for our company. I was surprised when I opened the box. There was a minimal amount of packaging, less than the last time I bought one 6 months ago. I noticed that they didn't have a plastic bag around the computer. The computer was sandwiched between 2 pieces of foam with a power cord and a small manual enclosed. That was it. I was almost shocked that there wasn't more of the typical erroneous amounts of packaging and waste in the company's most products in today's marketplace. Apple has clearly understood that this is of no benefit to the customer. I actually ended up feeling even better about the product when I saw how thoughtfully it was packaged with so little waste. It's imperative that employees understand they need waste. It's imperative that they understand that the goal is to cut everything in half, not just make little incremental improvements. Incremental improvements are tools to cut everything in half. Yet they're always looking at the big picture as a result of teaching and training we do on a daily basis in our morning meeting. Global lean is an important concept that I may have overlooked or did not identify clearly enough in my previous writings, but I am taking the time now to clarify. It is just as important to have a global perspective as it is to have a 2-second perspective. Both work in tandem to produce a successful culture and allow value to flow to the customer. Another way we develop a global picture at FastCap is through the great diet of material that we digest on a regular basis in our teaching and training. Books like The Toyota Way, 14 Principles of Operational Excellence, and Art Burns' book, The Lean Turnaround, are just a few examples of dozens of books we read to improve our understanding of lean. Okay? So obviously, we all get those packaging now from Amazon or any place we order it. They ask you how the packaging is. If it's important, you send it back. Because we keep getting the same thing over, they're not listening to what we're telling them. So it's customers. All right?